This is KD the One. I'm here with another solo reaction video. I am watching a Visual Ventures video, the internet most hated influencer family. Well, families. Let me be right. I'm not gonna hold you. Some of these people are unheard of to me, and let me know in the comments if y'all ever heard of these people. If y'all want to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. And let's cut the yapping. Let's actually let's cut the yapping. Let's hop into the video.
Think of so many people
I was pretending to be pregnant.
This woman has spent more money on garbage than anybody else on earth.
to scam so many people with fake pregnancies and be a scammer overall. There's something going on with her.
Even their fans are upset at what they are doing.
Today, we're ranking the internet's most hated family influencers and explaining why their audience turned on them. So my goal this year is to give you guys double the amount of videos, and to do that, we gotta keep growing. So 70% of you guys aren't subscribed, which is actually less than last time. And it would mean the world to me if you did, and I promise.
I ain't even gonna lie, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit, but if y'all look at my videos, where I only got like 15, like 0.15% of y'all niggas subscribe. Come on, y'all niggas need to subscribe. Come on, if y'all want to be my day ones before I reach 1,000, let me know in the comments that y'all subscribe. Let me know that y'all liking my videos, and let's get into it.
You set off alarm bells.
The problems with fathering autism started from day one because it wasn't like other vlogs. The videos showed Asa, his wife, and their 2 kids going about their daily lives. But unlike most family channels, this one wasn't about the whole family. Every video focused on one person, Asa's daughter, Abby, who has autism.
She is not autism. She is Abigail, enlightened. While I work to prepare her for the world, I will fight to prepare the world for her. I am an autism parent.
That's why it's called Fathering Autism. The channel gave viewers an up-close look at what it's like raising a child with autism. There were titles like Autism Nighttime Routine and How a Girl with Autism Talks.
So, nighttime routine for a 14-year-old girl with autism, nonverbal autism.
Asa and his wife claimed their goal was to spread awareness about autism and help other families raising kids with the condition. It seemed like a good cause, but a lot of viewers didn't buy it. They believed fathering autism wasn't about spreading awareness, it was about making money off Abby's condition.
For the past decade, they have spent their life turning their autistic daughter into content and using the platform they've grown off of exploiting their daughter to recruit people into a multi-level marketing company.
One viewer was so alarmed they posted a desperate plea online begging people to step in. The title read, "YouTuber exploiting his severely autistic daughter, please help." The post laid it all out, showing how Asa and his wife were making money. What concerns me is that a lot of his supporters are vulnerable people who send him money via Patreon and all these other platforms. A lot of autistic people have commented about how they don't like what he's doing, and
See, this is something that I see personally. Not really now in this society, but people are trying to make money any way they can, especially trying to make themselves famous any way they can. I don't want to say money, because really what they regards mostly for is trying to get their name out there, trying to make their money off of their name so they can constantly get like sympathy. The only thing is they don't think when they hop on the internet, people start digging deeply into their lives, and when they start doing shit like this, it's going to leave a lasting effect on the people that they actually sit there and try to help. Now again, y'all might get tired of me yapping, but I sit here and see something like this and I find it deplorable.
basically tells them their opinions aren't relevant despite claiming to raise autism awareness. But this is just one of the many complaints.
I do think that some of the things that they are doing likely are going to benefit their daughter, right? But in the end, we all know and we can all see through the fact that these people are just raking in bank to make big bucks, and they're using their daughter to do so.
But for many critics, the biggest problem wasn't the money, it was something worse. Viewers started to notice a disturbing pattern. It seemed Abby was being pressured to make videos.
You can tell wholeheartedly she doesn't like to be on camera. She tries to run.
In many instances, Abby's body language showed that she was uncomfortable being filmed. She tried to pull away, but her parents kept recording anyway. Because of Abby's
Same thing. They were trying to make a name for themselves off of their daughter that can't I wouldn't want to sit here and make like any assumptions for how cognitive she is, but I don't know if she was fully aware of the situation that was going on. She didn't want to. I don't know if she was able to verbally say that she didn't want to be on camera, or they just edit those moments out. But again, it's crazy that someone would sit here and do some shit like this just to get famous. And I'm happy that the internet did retaliate the way that they did.
Conditions, she didn't fully understand what was happening, so she couldn't agree to being filmed. But they didn't keep making videos. They made some questionable ones.
Soon, all I saw were clickbaity videos with shock value thumbnails and titles like Autistic Girl Off Her Meds and Autism Pajamas and How to Stop Fecal Smearing.
And if clickbait wasn't bad enough, they sometimes shared things that should have never been made public. Like the time they filmed the video about how autism affected Abby's bathroom habits. That kind of thing should always be private, but they put it online for the world to see. Viewers were furious.
It began to feel like Asa was making a spectacle out of Abby, documenting her like an animal and putting her real life on blast for viewers to gaze upon like patrons.
Again, if y'all never know, here's some lore about me. I work at a facility, let's say that works with people who have autism and disabilities like that. And what we do is we're caretakers. We take care of them. We work at their houses and we make sure that they're straight. If I was to make videos like that, I know damn well everybody would hate on me. I know how deplorable and how hateful that would be. And again, as a person who work around these people who have people like that in my family, it is disgusting to see that. It's a personal thing that this affects. Like, I don't want to keep pausing and keep saying all that, but like, it really does hurt just to see some shit like this.
At a zoo.
As more and more people started calling out fathering autism, the backlash became impossible to ignore. Then in 2024, something unexpected happened. The Fathering Autism channel suddenly disappeared. People speculated about what happened. Some thought YouTube finally banned them after too many complaints. Others believed the Moss family took the channel down to stop the backlash. Some even thought that they were hacked and celebrated. But the celebration didn't last long. Soon, Fathering Autism was back with an explanation.
So, we're back here. If you don't know, we got hacked. Our YouTube channel was hijacked. My Google account was hijacked.
Whatever happened behind the scenes, one thing was clear. Fathering Autism wasn't going anywhere. But they weren't the only controversial family on YouTube. You've probably heard of this next influencer, Dougherty.
To anyone who see my videos, anybody who sees their videos, report, show hate, show love to the girl who's being a spectacle of. But like, again, I hate seeing shit like this. At least try to make sure they could try to take these videos down, because I hate that shit.
At one time, Dougherty was seen as a supermom. She filmed herself waking up at 5 a.m., making breakfast, packing lunches, and preparing dinner for her 12 children. People admired her, especially because 8 of her kids were adopted. She was even featured on TV, praised for giving these children a safe and loving home. Her channel, called the Dougherty Dozen, amassed over 1.5 million subscribers. As viewers paid closer attention to her videos, their admiration for her slowly turned into anger.
Every single event that they've ever done for the last 3-4 years has been on a camera. Every single birthday, every present opened, every Christmas, every single school event, everything.
The first thing that upset viewers was how much Alicia shared about her kids, especially the private stuff. She had no problem revealing deeply personal details like their medical conditions, diagnoses, and personal struggles. This kind of oversharing left many wondering how her kids will cope later in life when their entire medical record is online for anyone to find. Viewers begged her to stop, but Alicia didn't just ignore the criticism. She made things worse. She released a video where she disclosed one of her adopted son's list of diagnoses all the way down to the traumatic homes he lived in.
You put all of those evaluations together over the past 12 years, and That's his full list of diagnoses.
Thousands of viewers complained on YouTube and Reddit. The top comments said, "What is she doing? How could any loving parent do this to their child? Is it because he's adopted? I wish TikTok would close her account. Our society is so messed up thanks to parents like her." It was clear people weren't inspired anymore. They were angry. But some thought they knew why Alicia was oversharing. She wanted to look good. They figured she was trying to paint herself as a heroic mom raising kids no one else wanted. In some videos, Alicia boasted how some of her children were deemed unadoptable. She called them trauma kids. She talked about how hard it was raising them.
Now, this don't really hit as close to home to me, but again, like my parents, they both were people who was in like foster care and they've been through that shit. I don't want to overshare when it comes to their situation, but when it comes to this, I do find like it is kind of like crazy that people put so much of their kids on the internet. Like your kids, of course, they gonna probably at first want to be recorded, especially when they're young, when they're babies. They're not gonna care. But like when it comes to it, I see so many people who make content of their kids, and again, I don't know what kind of people like sit there and just view it, other than like probably moms and creeps. But again, I don't think that's like the right content to lead into.
The specific behaviors that we've dealt with because of this are explosive rage, such as screaming, crying, and breaking things for hours every day, lying, stealing, food hoarding, food binging.
But oversharing was just one of the things people complained about. Viewers also accused Alicia of being a shopping addict. Anyone who watches Alicia's videos knows one thing: she shops a lot.
Okay, Dougherty Dozen last year spent over $950,000 that we know of on camera for a bunch of junk that she's likely just gonna throw out eventually.
She films herself buying mountains of fast food and blowing thousands of dollars filling up shopping carts at the grocery store. Alicia also insists on buying things in 12s because she has 12 kids, even if not all of the kids need that product. Viewers think that's just wasteful and she's teaching her kids that money is unlimited. Alicia even admitted that she didn't care whether the kids ate or not. She just wanted to film them making dinner just to have content to share. Despite the backlash, the Dougherty Dozen is still going strong with over 6 million followers across social media platforms. And it doesn't seem like Alicia plans.
One thing that I see, I don't understand how someone could sit there and admit some shit like that. I don't care if the kids eat. Oh shit, who are these?
Vlogging channel. They seem to have the perfect life with over 1.6 million subscribers and millions of dollars made from YouTube. But the things they did to stay on top didn't just bring them fame. They made them one of the most hated family influencers ever. Jonathan and Anna SacconeJolys started their YouTube channel in 2009, back when family vlogging wasn't even mainstream. Over the years, they had 4 kids, and every single one of them was born into the spotlight. From the moment their children entered the world, almost everything was filmed. Their first steps, their first words, their first birthday parties, even their doctor visits were all posted for millions to see. Over 12 years, they uploaded thousands of videos turning their everyday lives into entertainment for the internet. Millions watched, and though they enjoyed the content, they also complained. People were asking if the kids were old enough to agree to be filmed. At one point, Jonathan and Anna asked their children if they were okay with being in the videos. Their response wasn't positive.
Do you like being in the videos? You don't mind, do you?
You think it's okay that mommy and daddy make videos every day?
No,
Every second day?
no.
But even after hearing that, Jonathan and Anna kept putting the kids online. And then the videos got even more personal. One of their kids, Edie, seemed to want to transition from a boy to a girl. Obviously, that's a deeply personal thing, but instead of keeping it private, the SacconeJolys announced it on YouTube. Viewers assumed that would be the end of it, but it wasn't. The SacconeJolys turned Edie's transition into a whole series of videos.
Tell the truth now. Do you want to be a boy?
No,
How do you know?
because it's boring stuff and most of the boys play football and stuff.
There were many saying Edie's parents were even. The backlash was massive, but over time, just as people were getting.
I want to say sorry for muting the sound for a second. I wanted to pause. That's crazy. That's low key kind of like almost worse than what like the last two did, because not only are you saying here posting your whole kid's life, you're posting their most private moments like this. And Besep is saying they're like helping them through it. Like you could tell that the kid doesn't know what they're fully talking about because of their reasoning why. And I find it crazy that all they can sit here and do is put a camera in their face and sit here and be like, "Oh, is this son you want? Is this son you want?" Why do you care so much if that's what they want when you didn't care when they didn't want the cameras in their face? Like, again, I hate this double standards. I hate when parents post their kids nonstop, especially when they don't give them a break. Again, you could post your kids, you could do all that. I can't stop you. But when it comes to it, when you put that like every second of the day, every day, you could end up like stunting their life terribly.
Getting used to the transition videos, they noticed
Especially
something
when
else,
it's
something
something
that
like
made them
this.
angrier. The transition videos started feeling staged. Scenes seemed carefully planned, almost like they were designed to spark engagement and go viral.
The reason that this TikTok is interesting to me is because there are many other recent videos showing this child wearing jeans. So it was obviously orchestrated for the video.
People started questioning the family's true intentions. Slowly, the trust between them and their audience began to fade. But the transition videos were just one controversy on a long
Again, he's a kid. He's gonna do whatever his parents or whatever he think is decent towards the time. Again, for them to start these videos around 2009, if I start doing the math, that kid's a low key too young to be in the transition period where we were in, where we had a lot of people switching up and doing shit like that. So for this kid to do this, of course, this is something like orchestrated in the family. Of course, this is something the family started pushing. And I hate that her one reason or the one reason he put on this was that he was wearing jeans. Again, he's a kid. He's going to wear whatever the parents tell him to wear.
list. Viewers were
That's
uncomfortable
fucking
with how
crazy.
the kids were dressed in certain videos. Others were furious that Jonathan and Anna used cold showers as punishment. Then there was the issue of fan mail. The SacconeJolys allowed their viewers, complete strangers, to send gifts and letters to their kids. Obviously, this came with serious risks. Then in 2022, Jonathan and Anna dropped the bombshell. They announced that they were deleting every single YouTube video they ever posted. More than 10 years worth of content, thousands of videos. It was headline news. But why? Jonathan and Anna said the internet was different now, and they no longer wanted their kids' lives to be put out there for everyone to see. Jonathan's exact words were, "I love my children more than I love my YouTube videos. I just want to give them an opportunity to curate their own life story on the internet." But it wasn't just about protecting the kids. Jonathan also admitted that years of vlogging has taken a serious toll on his mental health. But despite their dramatic announcement, the SacconeJolys YouTube channel still has videos. It's unclear whether they deleted everything or quietly re-uploaded some of their content. Whatever the case, the SacconeJolys are still very much on the internet. These next influencers are different because viewers couldn't decide whether to feel sorry for them or call them out. Dela Vlogs. When Dela Vlogs first started, it was a couples vlog. Dallin and Bella filmed their life, just a fun, goofy couple making videos together. That's why the channel's called Dela Vlogs, a mix of Dallin and Bella. Fans adored their picture-perfect love story. Eventually, they got married, but as their content shifted from couple vlogs to family vlogs, things started to change. That's when the problems began. After marriage, Dallin and Bella spent 5 years trying to have a baby, but it just wasn't happening. They opened up about their struggles in video after video, hoping to connect with others going through a similar situation. Eventually, they decided to adopt, but the way they went about it was very unusual.
Especially since they tried to get a baby from the internet. Mind you, they started their videos by saying, like, if you have a baby, and they went on a podcast, if you have a baby, we will adopt that baby.
Then something amazing happened. A pregnant woman who saw their vlogs reached out. She was expecting twins and offered to let Dallin and Bella adopt her babies. When they continued talking over text, the woman encouraged them to get the nursery ready with everything they would need for the arrival of the twins. It felt like a dream come true, but the story wouldn't end well. In May 2023, Dallin and Bella made a sad video. They revealed they were victims of an adoption scam. It turns out that the woman who promised them twins was never pregnant. She made up the entire story. Tearing up, Dallin and Bella explained what happened.
We started talking to this female, and the messages that she would send us and the texts that were going back and forth just seemed so perfect. We actually confirmed with other people near her, people that are close to her, people that she works with, that she is not pregnant.
And they weren't the only ones. Other families have also been tricked by the same woman. At first, people felt sorry for Dallin and Bella. Their comment section was filled with support and kind words. Their video about the scam racked up 3.7 million views. But then something shifted. Instead of moving on, Dallin and Bella kept making video after video about the scam, stretching the story into multiple videos. Each video got a ton of views. And soon people started to wonder, were they sharing their pain or dragging it out to get views and make money on YouTube?
Filmed all of this. Their videos were trending, millions of views. They got a ton of money from those videos. And in the end, they were just like, well, we just want to do this to share awareness.
Dallin and Bella made even more content about the scam.
Everybody wants to know is, are we pressing charges on our scammer? Do you want to answer it?
They even filmed a video about cleaning out the nursery they prepared for the twins. And with each new upload, the backlash grew louder.
Being super clickbaity first about adoption, which you shouldn't do, which is disgusting, by the way.
Then, just when the adoption scam drama seemed to be dying down, Dallin and Bella shocked everyone with another announcement. In July 2023, they finally adopted a baby. But with the new baby came new troubles. The adoption seemed like good news, but not everyone was convinced. Some viewers questioned how they managed to adopt so quickly.
Is because they adopted a kid way faster than anybody else could, and they were being very secretive about how they did it.
Others went even further, accusing them of treating the baby like a prop for content. Today, Dallin and Bella still have millions of subscribers. Many still adore them, but to others, they're influencers who will do whatever it takes to stay in the spotlight. This next chapter is about a family that was once legendary in the world of family vlogging, but now it's all fallen apart. The Ace family. They've been called YouTube's fakest family, and it's not hard to see why. The Ace Family channel revolves around Austin McBroom, his wife Catherine, and their 3 kids, Elle, Aliyah, and Steele. They're called the Ace Family because of the first letters of their names, Austin, Catherine, and Elle.
If you are new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the family.
With over 18 million subscribers, their channel is packed with vlogs, pranks, and picture-perfect family moments. But although they are popular, the Ace Family has faced a ton of backlash for the content they create. For starters, some viewers hated how much the Ace family flaunted their wealth. Almost every video felt like a commercial for how rich they were. They flaunted expensive gifts, designer clothes, and luxury vacations. And when that wasn't enough, they took out a high-interest loan to buy a $10 million mansion just to flex. It felt like they were telling their fans that happiness only comes from having a perfect materialistic life. But when people weren't calling them out for flaunting their wealth, they were accusing the Ace family of deceiving viewers. On August 16th, 2018, the Ace family uploaded a video claiming their home was robbed while they were away at Disneyland. Austin McBroom filmed the shattered windows and claimed some of his wife's designer handbags were missing. He even recorded the police arriving to inspect the scene. At first, viewers felt bad for them. Then a suspicious receipt surfaced online. It showed that the Ace family paid a group of actor cops to film a video with them.
Also, this officer, who seems more than happy to be in this vlog, looks somewhat similar to Officer Auriel, a fake policeman you can hire from Cop Shop LA.
Viewers also pointed out that many
I remember the Ace family. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of shit that was going on. If y'all seen the meme of the strike, like all the family influencers look like this, that's the family that was like basically based off of that. I'm not gonna hold you, these niggas. They're more of like, I wouldn't say terrible. I would say they're more annoying. And the way that they put their kids on spotlight, they basically did give them a lot of shit and gave them a great looking life. But again, I don't really think putting your kids main spotlight, not getting content of like deceiving your fans and by like just putting your kids in these scary situations where they don't understand. Again, that's not really right. I hope y'all can agree with me on that.
electronics and luxury goods weren't stolen, which didn't make sense. Suddenly, people started asking, was the whole robbery staged? Of course, the Ace family denied everything.
People made up a receipt that we paid actor cops.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, they literally made it up. They typed it out, made it up, and the fact that it was just typed up very professional, they thought it was real.
Eventually, the drama faded, but another problem was about to hit the Ace family. This time, it was all about money. In June 2021, Austin was accused of being a scammer. He organized a YouTubers versus TikTokers boxing event. The winner was supposed to walk away with a $1 million prize. However, after the event, many participants complained that they were never paid. A few months later, the Ace family got more bad news. In late 2021, news broke that they were being kicked out of their $10 million mansion. Despite acting like they were swimming in money, they failed to pay back the loan on their mansion. Eventually, the authorities took it away. Through all the financial scandals and bad press, the Ace family still presented themselves as a tight-knit, picture-perfect family. But even that didn't last.
Austin and Catherine McBroom, the couple behind the wildly popular Ace Family YouTube channel, have broken up after nearly a decade together and 7 years of marriage.
The reason for the split wasn't clear, but Catherine explained in an Instagram post that she and Austin agreed to divorce due to irreconcilable.
I didn't know they got divorced. I'm not gonna hold you. I thought they'd still be doing the same shit like to this day. But damn, I ain't know them niggas separated.
Differences. This next family has been accused of doing anything for clicks, even if it means using illness and tragedy. The LaBrant family. I know we've covered this family before, but they're definitely one of the most hated, so I gotta put it in. The LaBrant fam is very popular with nearly 13 million subscribers and over 4.6 billion views. It makes them one of the internet's most watched family influencers. To put their success into perspective, their channel reportedly makes around $5.5 million in advertising revenue every year. The family consists of Cole and Savannah LaBrant and their 5 kids. At first, they stayed away from drama, creating wholesome Christian content. But recently, the LaBrants have been caught in multiple scandals, and every single one was because of something they did. One of the biggest complaints was how much the LaBrants used inappropriate clickbait, basically tricking their audience into watching their videos. And I know as YouTubers, we want to create bright, interesting thumbnails to get a click, but they went overboard. Take 2018, for example. That year, wildfires were ripping through communities in California, forcing thousands of people to evacuate their homes. But the LaBrants saw it as content. They made a video titled, "We Left Our House Because of Fires in California," with a thumbnail that made it seem like they were in big trouble. But when viewers actually watched the video, they realized.
Before he throws too much hate on us, everybody did this. I swear, everybody who lived in California, big gaming videos, fucking blog videos, they'll be like, oh damn, we're in the middle of this. Oh, all this shit is happening right around us. Oh, I didn't even evacuate because, like, a lot of people did this. It's not just them.
The truth. The LaBrants were in no real danger. They weren't required to evacuate, they simply chose to leave.
I'm just doing this just in case if we do have to evacuate or our home gets burned down, we have it. Our home's still here.
Meanwhile, actual families were losing everything. The LaBrants were blasted by thousands using a real tragedy to get views. But somehow in 2021, they pulled the same stunt again, this time with something even more serious. In August of that year, the LaBrants released a video titled, "She Got Diagnosed with Cancer." The thumbnail made it seem like one of their own children was unwell. Millions of fans who genuinely cared about the LaBrant family clicked to watch. But after watching for a few minutes, they realized they were fooled. The video was actually about the LaBrants visiting children with cancer. None of the LaBrant kids were actually ill. People were furious. They tweeted angry comments like, "The LaBrant family has been losing my respect for a while," but they really crossed the line with this one. How dare they use childhood cancer as clickbait and spend the first 10 minutes talking like one of their kids has cancer. This is disgusting. People even made more videos just to complain. Eventually, the LaBrants changed the thumbnail to one that didn't mislead viewers. Fans assumed the LaBrants learned their lesson, no more clickbait, just wholesome content. But the controversies never end. The LaBrants' pattern of controversial, clickbaity content continued, this time at their child's expense.
Remember when they pranked their oldest child by saying that, you know, they basically have to like get rid of her dog. Remember that cruel quote joke that they wanted to play on her?
The most recent controversy was when they launched a new app called Bear Fruit. It's marketed as a community platform for Christian families.
That's it, like that's it too, and like there's a lot down here, and like we're also giving away $10,000 cash.
But just days after the launch, the LaBrants were accused of stealing the idea from another family they used to work with. These scandals have cost them. Over time, they lost goodwill and a lot of subscribers.
In the past year, the LaBrant family channel has lost hundreds of thousands of subs.
The LaBrants are still vlogging, and viewers are watching to see if they'll stay true to their family-friendly image or spark more controversy. The influencers we've covered so far are pretty controversial, but this next one,
I ain't even gonna lie, I'm gonna end it off here. If y'all want to see more videos, check Visible Ventures. I'm gonna leave them down in the description. I'm not even gonna lie, these people are crazy. If y'all want to see the rest of this video, check them out. Shit, I don't really know what else to say other than like me personally. When I have my kids, I probably would sit here and say some shit. Probably would put them on the camera one time if I get my camera, or probably stay faceless. I don't even know yet, but I don't want any of my content to be like directed towards just my kid. That shit sounds crazy. I would hate that. But if y'all like these videos, please like and subscribe and shit. If y'all want any video that's like recommended, if y'all want to send any video, please let me know in the comments. And shit, that's been it. I'll see y'all boys later. Peace.